The Australian federal election is over. 2 weeks prior to the election, I took 2 interviews. One was with Sulin Tan, a well-respected reporter from South China Morning Post, telling her that I would not vote for Liberals for the first time after voting for them for more than 20 years. Apparently, she's very happy as I'm a rare species that I'm willing to make these stands public. The second interview was with SBS about the election, published within a week before the election. Topics covered my businesses and who would I be voting for, and if Scott Morrison is re-elected as Prime Minister of Australia, what would I be doing? I didn't think very much before I answered, I will leave Australia if Scott Morrison is re-elected. And that comment has become the headline of the article. These articles triggered a flooding of messages from friends, associates, and family from afar. I stressed that if Scott Morrison was re-elected as Prime Minister, I would pack up and leave, as the racism in Australia is now quite rampant and incidences were reported almost daily. I never realized that the 2 articles become so popular outside of Australia and in the English language speaking world that I have been constantly contacted by phones, private messages prior to the election, and even now. I have been sent the screenshots of those articles by friends from different countries, including UK, America, Canada, Singapore, and even my remote hometown, Hunan province. When my aged parents heard that from my former English language teacher, they got very worried and asked me if I'm okay and when I would be leaving Australia and where would I be going to. I have to admit that I have tried to keep this information from my family here in Australia so that they won't be so worried. But friends' WeChat message made my family puzzled, especially those when the election result was just announced. Messages flooded in saying, Richard doesn't have to leave Australia now. Now that I'm a bit relieved, as I can tell my parents, a new government in Australia has been formed and I'm looking forward to the improved relationship between Australia and China. The past government of Australia have learned a lesson and the cost is the lost election. I hope the new government can make substantial progress in improving the daily lives of ordinary Australians. Thank you.